Hey everyone, and welcome back to Cowboy Survival. I'm Richard, and today what we're going to do is take a look at this knife that I got from BerrySail, and we're going to take a look at this thing. They sent it to me, asked me to review it. I'll tell you a little bit more about that once we get into the video. But so we're going to take a look at this thing, see what it's like. It's a $15 knife on Amazon, and I'm actually going to give you a code later that you can use to get even a bigger discount. So we're going to take a look at the BerrySail folding knife. If you like the video today, make sure and subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime we get more videos coming out. So in the meantime, let's just get into the BerrySail folding knife. Okay, so a little bit about this knife. A couple of weeks ago, I got an email from this company, BerrySail. You can see it on the label. And they asked me if they could send me their knife, their new pocket knife, for me to review. And I said, sure. Now, I also told them I don't do contracts, I don't do sponsorships, I don't promise that I'm going to give a great review on their product because I haven't seen their product yet. And they said that's okay. They didn't mind that. Apparently, this is part of their marketing plan. They are sending out these knives to a lot of people. If you go onto YouTube and you search for the BerrySail pocket knife, you're going to find several videos on this knife. So they're identifying people on the internet who do these kind of videos, sending the knives out to them, asking them to do reviews of the knife. Now, I told them I would give them an honest review of what I find when I open this thing. Now, it says on the package, it says BerrySail. Let's see if we can get it in the picture. It's BerrySail folding pocket knife, 3.3 inch D2 steel blade, G10 handle, called it camping, hunting, survival. I want you to notice it does say that it was made in China. I think that's relevant to a lot of people. So it's made in China. So I haven't opened this yet, so let's open it up and see what's in it. It's a very plain brown box, by the way. Came in a padded envelope, no real fancy packaging at all. So they're saving a lot of money in their marketing by not doing fancy packaging. So very simple little box. First thing you notice, it comes with a little sticker here and tells you the email address for support, gives you the web address. I've not visited the web address, don't know much about this company, other than that the knife is made in China. So here's what it comes in, this little plastic bag here. I don't really know why, but they put it in a plastic bag. It does not have any oil or anything on the knife, so I would probably oil it. But it's a real pretty OD green color, and I'll pull it out here and put it down on my shemagh so you can see it. It's got texture on the handle right in here. Not bad texture. I think it's kind of neat. You know, it's got some little texture right here and down here. That might be a little more pronounced. It might make the knife a little easier to hold onto, particularly if it gets wet outside, if your hands are wet. But, you know, overall, I think the knife looks like it's pretty good shape. It does have a pocket clip on it, which is pretty standard, I guess. I don't know why they put the holes in these pocket clips other than to reduce the weight. But it's pocket clip. Now, one thing you'll notice, and I noticed when I opened it, these two screw holes are here, but there are no partner screw holes on this side. You cannot reverse the pocket clip to the other side of this knife. So it's on this side, you cannot reverse it over to that side there. That's simply not going to work because there are no screw holes. So if you wanted to do that, that's your issue, I guess. You carry the knife in your pocket this way. It's a pretty deep pocket clip, so very little of it is going to stick above your pocket. So that's kind of nice. The texture on the metal for the pocket clip and the metal for the blade is pretty similar. It's almost like a stone wash texture, but it's kind of cool looking. To be honest with you, I really like the look of that. It's got a pretty decent little grind on it. Very sharp point on the knife. Got some chimping right down here on the back of the blade for your thumb. It's also got some chimping down in here. It's hard to see it right now on the liner lock, so when you put your fingers in that choil, you're going to have some grip on your finger as well. Now that could hurt, I don't know, depends on what you're doing. One thing I noticed, this blade does not have any branding on it whatsoever. Whether it's on the knife handle or on the blade, there's no branding. So one thing I would recommend to the company is I recommend they put some kind of branding on the blade or on the knife itself. There's no way to tell that this is a BerrySail knife. It's a completely nondescript product with no name, no indication anywhere. It doesn't say where it's made, doesn't say anything. It's just a knife. So I would add some branding to this. I think that would be wise and advisable as you're trying to market this product. So let's see how well it opens. Now I'm going to put minimal pressure. It's a flip knife. It's got a little flip button right here. I'm going to put minimal pressure on this with my index finger, and we'll see how well this opens. That opened really, really nice. Boy, that was very smooth. The liner lock is a little stiff, but that's not a bad thing. It means the knife is not going to slip on you. So again, very easy to open that knife with minimal pressure on it. So I like that. The blade itself feels fairly sharp. I'm not going to do a paper test. I think the paper test is kind of silly, actually. Who cuts paper with a knife? So I don't care if the knife can cut paper. I want to know if it can stab. I want to know if it can cut meat. I think this blade can do both of those probably well. I do think I'm going to put a little bit more of an edge on this. It's got an edge on it right now, and I think it's pretty sharp. If I take a piece of wood and I do a little, and I just put some pressure on this, it's going to cut that. I can do some curling if I wanted to be careful. I could certainly do some curls with this. You can see I can do that with this knife, no problem. Again, I got the choil here for my thumb. I got the little chimping down here for my finger. But in addition, if I wanted to put my finger down here, I could. There's another choil down here for my finger that I could put. I don't like generally get my finger that close to a blade, but you could do it. So this is going to do some nice little wood curls for you, I think, if that's what you're wanting to do. This piece of wood is really hard. But because it's been seasoned pretty well outdoors. But that seems to work pretty well. If I take this and I stab this into this, whoop, I missed. It's going to stick in there pretty well. No problem. I kind of like the way that did. So it doesn't see, I can pry it back and forth. It didn't bend the blade at all. So I kind of, let's see if I do it cross grain. It's not so good cross grain, but most knives aren't. Let's try this again. Goes in there, no problem. So that's the BerrySail knife. Nothing too much to tell about it. I don't think it's too fancy. I don't think it takes a lot to talk about this knife. It feels good in my hand. I think I will keep this and carry it. I recommend it. For 15 bucks from Amazon, I think it's a pretty good little pocket knife. It's got a nice blade on it. Really looks cool. And so I think for 15 bucks, you couldn't hardly go wrong with it. Well, there you have it, the review of the BerrySail folding pocket knife. 3.3-inch blade, about 7 inches, probably 7.5 inches total length. Not a bad little knife for 15 bucks. So, if you like the channel, please subscribe below and hit that like button. Remember what we always say, stay strong, stay prepared, have a blessed day. We'll see you real soon right here on Cowboy Survival.